Hi guys, welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and we're going to have a look back at England 1, Switzerland 1. England winning 5-3 on penalties. But before we do get into that, if you do like what you see, please do smash the thumbs up. It does help the channel, so please do give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and hit the subscribe. Come and be part of this great community we got here. 13 away from 1200. Also, hitting that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have any pre-records or upcoming shows as well. If you'd like to make a donation, do that in chat by clicking on the dollar sign. And if you want to become a member, it is 99p, and you can do that by hitting the join button as well. All money is reinvested back into the channel as well. So where do we start on this one? Well, let's start by recapping what the team lineup was for England, and that was how we lined up. And we went with a back three of Walker, Stones and Konsa, with wing backs Saka and Trippier. Trippier on the left, Saka on the right. Then Bellingham and Declan Rice and Manu together in front of that. Then Bellingham and Foden. Then Kane as the attacker. So that was how we lined up yesterday against the Swiss. The Swiss fans were full of it. They were full voice, and they were everywhere, weren't they? But look, the thing is, we've got, we come into this game knowing this was going to be a tough game. So we matched the Swiss up with their formation as well. Look, game starts off well. I mean, Switzerland have a goal. We have a goal. It wasn't even Stevens' first half, wasn't it, really? I mean, we had a couple of goals and, we were trying to move the ball around. We started to play better in this game, if I'm honest, than previous games. We looked a lot better. Certainly a lot better than against Slovakia. So we were sort of improving a little bit there. So there was slight improvement in the match. But half time, we're 0-0, second half comes, and obviously Switzerland make a couple of changes early. Again, we are still not making any changes on 60 or 65 minutes or whatever. 75 minutes, Cher puts a ball through to the attacker, the winger. He puts the ball across the box, which, brilliant ball. That's exactly the balls you want to put across the box. Stones gets a touch on it. He only deflects it right into the path of Embolo, who got in front of Kyle Walker. When Embolo got in front of Kyle Walker, there was only one place that ball was going. He got his foot on the end of it, and it went in the back of the net. 1-0 Switzerland. Walker claiming for offside. Never offside in a million years. Switzerland 1-0 up, and you're thinking, here we go. This is it. We're going out now. 15 minutes to go. How late do you want to score a goal? I mean, then we make 3 substitutions. It looked like Bellingham was coming off for a minute because number 10 was flashed up, and even Bellingham was looking to see, hang on, what's going on here? Why am I being taken off? But then it came out that apparently the fourth official misread the bit of paper he was given with who was coming off, and he thought the 14 was a 10. So Konsa was the one who went off and not Bellingham, much to the relief of everybody else. But then the ball goes over, and we start to try and attack. We start playing strong, trying to attack the goal. Ball goes across eventually to Saka. Saka cuts on the inside, comes on the edge of the box, hits a beautiful shot from the edge of the box, which goes through the Switzerland players, kisses the post into the back of the net. Sommer sat on his backside. He couldn't get anywhere near it. What a goal from Saka. What a great goal to equalise for us as well. Brings the game back to 1-1. And it's like, whew, sigh of relief. We're still in this. How are we still in this tournament? Oh, I don't know. But we'll get to that at the end of this video. But look, so it's 1-1. But then we start playing better. We look the stronger team. We look like the most likely team to win it in 90 minutes, We played really, really well. But 90 minutes comes up, And I've got to say, when Luke Shaw come on, I thought he made a difference for us. I thought he looked better. We looked more solid on that left side, you know. So I thought he played well when he came on. So we get to extra time. Extra time comes. First half goes through. Still 1-1. Sorry. Second half of extra time is when all the fireworks started. Shaqiri came on. We took Forden off, brought Trent on. Obviously, we were doing that for penalties. You could see that's why. We did have a scare in that extra time. When Shaqiri hit the post from the corner, which what an attempt that was. But save of the match has got to, you've got to give that to Sommer. I mean, look, Declan Rice had a shot from outside the box, beautiful shot. It was goal bound. It was on target, and Sommer produces an incredible save. What an incredible save from Sommer! I know we as Newcastle United fans, our club were looking at him a couple of years ago when he was on a free. What a keeper he is. He's a cracking keeper, and that was a hell of a save. And I can't take that away from him. Incredible save from Sommer. I think everybody else and whoever's watching this will agree that was a tremendous save from Sommer because he kept Switzerland in the Euros. Shaw had a shot which went blazing over the bar. And talking about Fabian Schär, now look, I'm a Newcastle fan and he's one of our players. And I'm not going to slate him, but all I'm going to say is, Fabian Schär, you are a very, very lucky man because you should have had a red card. You are a red card waiting to happen. You should have been sent off, in all honesty. And he should have been sent off. And any other Newcastle fans watching this video will agree with me. He should have been off because the amount of challenges he was putting in, he was getting away with it. It just reminded me of Kučka from Slovakia, who done it last week, had a yellow card and was putting in that many meaty challenges. He never got a sending off, But look, after the last challenge, you saw the referee, went up to Schär, gave him a stern talking to, pointed the finger and said, one more and you're gone, mate. You are gone. And after that, I think Schär did calm himself down, but very, very lucky man to be on the field, if I'm honest. But extra time ends and we go to penalties. And it's the dreaded penalties, as we normally say for England. The last shootout didn't go well. We lost to Italy. So we were hoping this time around, can we roll the Swiss? So up steps Cole Palmer. And you're thinking, well, he's been pretty good with penalties for Chelsea all season, hopefully. But this is a different situation. That long walk from the halfway line to the penalty box spot, plus the pressure it is, because these aren't just like a penalty to help, to like score to put your team ahead or whatever. These are pressure penalties. These are penalties that, if you score, your team's on their way to getting through the next round. So it's a penalty that you've got to hit. These are probably more pressure. And he stepped up, sent Sommer the wrong way, and he makes it 1-0 England. Up steps Akanji for Switzerland. He steps up. And you're thinking, okay, well, he did miss against Spain in the last Euros. I was thinking, why is there a defender going up first? But obviously, they must see something in him that, that he wants to do. He steps up. Bit of a short run up, takes his penalty. I didn't think he looked that confident, to be honest with you. Pickford tried to give him the eyes. He tried to look down at the ball. But he took the short run up, struck his penalty. Pickford went the right way, saved the penalty. And England are still 1-0 up. And it's like, there you go. Poor penalty from Akanji. Very, very poor. I doubt he'll ever take another penalty again now for Switzerland. I think he'll be taking off them now. He didn't look confident, to be honest with you, when he took that penalty. So then up steps Jude Bellingham for England and takes his few steps, takes it, and as calmly as you like, just rolls it into the net, So, some people might say it's like arrogance, but you know what? It's football arrogance. It's, it's just brilliant. He sends some of the wrong way, goes the other way, and It's 2-0 England on penalties. Up steps Fabian Schär again, who I said was lucky to stay on the field. Fabian Schär steps up and you're thinking, I was thinking as a Newcastle fan, he's going to score this because Fabian Schär is pretty good. Pretty good at shots. Yes, we know he did miss in the last Euros as well. He steps up, he sends Pickford the wrong way, puts it in the back of the net. 2-1 England. Up steps Bukayo Saka for England. Now, I know a lot of people are probably holding their breath thinking, oh no, not Saka again. And, you know, this was Saka's Stuart Pearce moment now. He missed in the last Euros and he got a lot of abuse which should never have gone his way, to be honest with you. It was absolutely disgraceful. But Saka steps up, takes a penalty, and he sends Sommer the wrong way, hits it into the goal, into the side netting as it goes in. Excellent penalty from Saka under the pressure he must have been feeling, must have been totally intense on him. But he puts a penalty away, does his celebration, there he is. And look, happy as anything, and makes a 3-1 England on penalties. Up steps Shaqiri for his penalty and takes a penalty, puts it. Pickford goes the right way, but it goes past Pickford. And to be honest, it was a very well taken penalty from Shaqiri. I don't think any keeper saving that, to be honest with you. You know, it was unlucky because if it'd been an inch further in, Pickford would have got that and it would have been saved. So look, brilliant penalty. Next step up for England was Ivan Toney. And you're thinking, well, he should score because he's pretty good on penalties. You know, you watch him for Brentford week in, week out, when he takes penalties, how cool and calm he is. And he's got this certain style, you know. But again, as I've said, this is a different situation. This is more pressure than it is to score a penalty just in the Premier League. This is more pressure because this is a do or die penalty because you've got to make sure it goes in the back of the net. So he steps up for the penalty, does his little bit, hits the back of the net, scores for England, and makes a 4-2. So you're thinking, right, okay, he scored. But when you see the replay, and there he is there, you see the replay, he doesn't even look at the ball when he kicks it. He's actually looking at the goalkeeper, giving the eyes to the goalkeeper all the time. Goalkeeper goes the right way, but he's got nowhere near it. And look, that is a massive skill in itself, you know, to have that arrogance just to stare at the goalkeeper and not even look at the ball where your feet is or anything. If he'd miscued that would have been a missed penalty. You know, that takes a lot of practice and a lot of guts. And to do it in that precious situation is just, yeah, brilliant. So, you know, what a penalty, well executed. And it's 4-2 to England on penalties. Up steps Manduni for Switzerland, who we know plays for Burnley, who got relegated from the Premier League. The commentator was making the most of that. Oh, yes, relegated player from the Premier League. You know, I think they were just trying to heap the pressure on, thinking, oh, yeah, he's going to miss this because he's played poor for Burnley all season. Well, look, you know, he steps up. Pickford dancing around on the line. Strikes it. Pickford goes, dives to his right. Or his left, rather. Dives to his left. And he puts it down the middle. Calm as you like. It's 4-3 and you're thinking, okay, so it's 4-3. Last penalty taker for us, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And you're thinking, yes, come on. This is not in doubt now. This will go in the back of the net. Alexander-Arnold from dead ball situations isn't going to miss, you know. And when nobody's out with free kicks, he ain't going to miss with this one. And he steps up, takes a few deep breaths, composes himself, takes a penalty, sends Sommer the wrong way, And scores for England. England win 5-3 on penalties. What a fantastic win. Brilliant. We've got it. Yes. Now then, here comes the bit that I'm going to come into now, because look, we won it on penalties. We got out of jail. And we really did get out of jail, didn't we? We were very, very lucky. You know, thankfully, Saka scores that equaliser for us, or else it really would have been, curtains, wouldn't it? But what I am going to say is lucky England. Yes, we are lucky. Because look, not only are we lucky that we got through against a good Swiss side, let's be honest, we've been lucky in every game we've played in. We are scamming. We are scamming our way through this tournament. You know? I mean, look. The first game in the tournament against Serbia, we win at 1-0. We were just thankful they couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Against Denmark, again, we go 1-0 up, they equalise, and it ends out in a drab 1-1 draw. Crappy game. Slovenia parked the bus. They were playing for the point because they wanted to get through to the next round. We draw 0-0 with Slovenia. We come up in the second round. We get lucky in the draw because we get Slovakia. We come up against Slovakia, and again, they take the lead. We equalise in the last 30 seconds of the game, score in the first few minutes of extra time, win the game 2-1. Switzerland, go ahead. We equalise 5 minutes later. Yes, we started playing better. Yes, okay. Yesterday we could say it's probably the best game we played in the Euros, to be honest, because we played better yesterday. Not massively better, but a lot better than we have been. So we get through on penalties against them. Now we play Holland in the semi-finals. Now, if we turn up on Wednesday, we will beat Holland. Let's be honest. Holland, to me, are not that great of a team. They are not great. They had a 0-0 draw with France. They scraped past Poland 2-1. They got beat off Austria 3-2. They beat Romania 3-0, which, look, let's be honest, Romania was a poor side. They were poor, Romania, let's be honest. So they beat them. Then they beat Turkey. But again, they were 1-0 down to Turkey and they came back and won 2-1. But let's be honest, Turkey were awful last night. Awful. I mean, look at the defending from Turkey from that corner for De Vrij to score. He had the freedom of Berlin. And it was like, we're not coming anywhere near you. You can have a header and you can have a go. And he scores with a header. And then the second one is comical, Bad defending again. To their credit, Turkey actually attacked them and probably nearly scored. And, Verbruggen made a hell of a save at the end. But we can beat Holland. As I say, I'm not frightened of Holland. I don't think that they're not the Holland team they ever were used to be. Yes, okay, Gakpo's scoring for them. But I'm not frightened of that Holland team. We got to turn up on Wednesday, though. And I want to see a massive improvement on Wednesday, because if we beat Holland, we're in that final against France or Spain. And I fancy it will be Spain in that final, because France have been absolutely crap in this tournament as well, let's be honest. France are another team, like us, haven't played well and have got to a semi-final. France haven't even scored from open play in this tournament yet. And they're in the semi-finals. So I'm saying we're scamming our way through. France might say the same for them. They're scamming their way through this tournament as well. Two teams that, that have got talented players in their squads have not played well. England and France. We have got to be better on Wednesday. I want to see us get to that final next Sunday. We have to be in that final next Sunday. The only way we'll get there is by beating Holland. And we have to beat them well. Now, the good thing is Holland will play better football than what the other teams have played. I mean, yes, Switzerland plays some good football, but Holland will play a bit more openly because they play, I think they play 4-4-2 or whatever, and they play more openly. So the Dutch will play more openly. So there'll be gaps there for England to exploit. And if we're on our game, we beat them on Wednesday. We will beat them. But we've got to be on our A game. Now then, another thing is, why is Anthony Gordon not getting any minutes? You know, he's not getting the minutes on the pitch. Yes, he had that little run out against Slovenia and he come on in the last minute. But other than that, he's had nothing for England this tournament. And I feel sorry for the guy. I know it's a squad game and, you know, but why doesn't he get a run? You might have to use him on Wednesday. Who knows? He might start on Wednesday. Nobody knows. Depends what system we play on Wednesday. But in some ways, putting my black and white glasses on, I'm thinking, actually, no, I'm pleased he's not getting any game time. In some ways, because I want him fit for next season. The last thing I'd want him to do is come off the bench and pick up an injury and that puts him out for 6 months or whatever. I don't want that to happen. I want to make sure that guy's fit for the season. The good thing is, at least he's training, so he's getting training ahead of pre-season. I would like to see Gordon come on because, you know, everybody's been screaming for it. He should have been on in these group games, in all honesty. But look, we're in the semi-finals. We play the Netherlands. I think we can beat the Netherlands. I don't think they're that great. They're not great defensively. We've been okay defensively. You know, people were worrying about the defence coming into this tournament. But Mark Guy's played really, really well. Unlucky to get that suspension. But Konsa came in. And you would think Konsa's been playing for England for years. I think Konsa will drop out again on Wednesday because Guy will come back in. Because, you know, he's never put a foot wrong. But we've got to be much better and we've got to turn up. If we turn up, as I say, we beat Holland hands down. But that's for another day. But let's celebrate that we're into a semi-final, you know, and just, you know, it's 3 semi-finals and 4 tournaments we've been at. So as much as we have criticism of Gareth Southgate, and rightly so, we have criticism of Gareth Southgate. But is he gone down as one of the more successful managers? Because, look, you could say yes in a way. You know, another semi-final. We went to a final. We're runners-up. So you could say he's probably the more successful since Alf Ramsey. But we need to go that one step further and win the tournament now. We've got the squad to go and win that tournament. We've got the players to win that tournament. Southgate needs to sort this out. And I'm sure on Wednesday, look, we saw better performance yesterday. When we scored that goal, we got stronger. Let's go into the semi-final on Wednesday, get an early goal and just carry it on and see what happens. Because I believe Saka's turned up now and he looked brilliant yesterday. And he rightly deserved his Player of the Match award, as seen there. He was outstanding yesterday. The Swiss didn't know what to do with him. And the moment they did leave him, what happens? Bang, it's in the back of the net. That's what happens if you give Saka the space. He will hurt you, and he hurt the Swiss yesterday. And now the Swiss have rolled out the tournament. So I want to see a better performance Wednesday, and I believe we will. I think it'll be an entertaining game because the Dutch play good football. So I think it'll be a more open game on Wednesday. But let's hope we are celebrating Wednesday night, that we are going to the final in Berlin on Sunday. And whoever we play, whether it's France or Spain, let's go and win it. Let's go and win it, guys. You know, let's get behind England. Come on, you know. Forget what you think of Southgate. Get behind the lads. let's get these lads going forward. Anyway, coming to the end of this now, but if you have enjoyed what you see, then please do smash a like. It does help the channel. Also, hit the subscribe. Come and join this amazing community. Also, hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So yeah, all it leaves me to say is, lucky England. Well done, England. We'll see it all again on Wednesday night. Hopefully it won't go to penalties. Hopefully we can try and do it in 90 minutes like Saka said yesterday, which would be fantastic if we did. Till then, enjoy the rest of your day. Away the lads.